Well, hello. Let's see. Here we got Carla. Hello. Side eye. Let's see. Side eye says, well. Looky. I likey. An actual stream where one woman gives her thoughts and perspective without replaying a stream and chiming in every few seconds. Yes. Thank you. We got good morning, by the way, side eye, or afternoon. Sunny side, Sarah. Sarah, I think I gave you a wrench. Lolo, Steph got a wrench. Look. Um, Morgan, Clary. Okay, I'm just going to jump right in this. Anybody can hit it on the replay. First of all, let me start by saying I've been very sick. So if I go mute, it's either my screwed up streaming because, well, that always happens, or I have to cough. Hello, sweet wheat. So, hey, Tess, trouble has arrived. So, look, guys, okay, I've been sitting on this like all morning, and I just got to say something. I have got to say something. I don't care. People can say I got starlight fever. They can say, and it might not even sound genuine coming from me, but trust me when I say it's very genuine. Whatever. I don't care what people say. They can say I'm a miserable old woman. I'm not. I don't care. Say what you want. I'm going to say, hey, blank slate. Hey, Jennifer Lynn. Um, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Hey, messy bun mafia. And then take it how you want it. I don't care. But I'm going to say it. So let's talk about Starlight, folks. I really never dreamed that Starlight could almost make me speechless. Almost. She come real close. Obviously, I figured out how to get over that because here I am. Now, let's go back and I'm not going to say the names of these channels. Oh, well, yay, mark it down, Jennifer Lynn. Yay. I'm not going to say the names of these channels because I am most certainly not going to promote them the way that Starlight is. Okay? If you go back and you listen to Starlight's live from yesterday, trust me when I say you can figure out who I'm talking about. So I'm not promoting these degenerates channels. But here you've got Starlight. I don't know if it's chasing clout or what, Clary, because that dude doesn't have many subscriptions or many subs as I could see. I'm beginning to think, she's going to drag him over into this community as usual. Hello, Carla Ray. As usual. And they're going to be sub hunting. But let me tell you the kind of person that Starlight now finds entertaining. And, it was bad enough with the Thorpes. I didn't think it could get much worse than the Thorpes. Now, say I'm an old prude, I don't care. There's just some things that you have to draw the line in the sand. Well, Steph, she hasn't had a man talk to her in years. She'll take what. Well, let me tell you something, Steph. First of all, he referred to her as a piss mop. Now, I'm not sure if she understands what the definition of a piss mop is. But the fact that she giggled and thinks that's cutesy, this is a man who thinks it's okay to have relations with 14 and 15-year-old girls. Now, keep in mind, and I am not talking about her parenting. I mean, I'm not talking about her children. I am talking about her parenting. Come at me, bitches. I don't care. I question my own parenting every day, so I damn sure question yours, Starlight. You are talking to a man who thinks it's okay to have sexual relations with a child, a 14 or 15-year-old little girl. Means she's about ready to hit her teen years. That's what I'm assuming. How could you? When I left Laura, it was all over Dave, the fisherman, and what he said about skull fucking her daughter. I'm not her mother, Sarah, and it's a damn good thing that I'm not her mother and those are my grandkids. Because I would cut her damn internet. Hello, it's all Izzy. I don't know if you're the Izzy they talk about, but feel free to stay. But I left Laura over that shit. And this makes Dave the fisherman, this person makes Dave the fisherman look like Mr. Rogers. Oh, I can hear it too. Leave me alone. Your mama's a whore. Well, I can tell you one thing, Starlight. My mama nor myself ever sat on a panel and pretended to be a whore. Or maybe it's not pretending, Starlight. Are you so desperate? Are you so desperate for a man's attention that you find that entertaining him? Right, side eye. You think that's entertaining? You have little girls, Starlight. What is wrong with you? It wasn't a year ago. All I heard about was some damn foot pictures that never existed. Lauren didn't even take a link over there. That does say a lot. But at least she is a grown woman, as far as I know, with no children and nothing to lose. Oh, it goes way deeper than that, side eye. I, I got to tell you, I'm kind of speechless because I was told, I didn't witness it, but I was told that Starlight was actually doxxed in that person's stream. Your children live there, Starlight. This is a man who convinced a 21-year-old woman to lick her panties on a stream. And that's entertaining. And now you're going to drag him over here to this community? Because we saw your little dirty talk members only. That would never. What that man is saying and his beliefs. Now, I heard you say, well, I don't really agree with the things he says. And, but it is fun to go watch. What is fun about that? Please, somebody explain to me what is fun about listening to a man who thinks it's okay to have relationships with children. Why, I agree, the observer. Is she that bored? I don't think I could ever be that bored. And I most certainly couldn't be that bored with two little ones at home. Hey, D Rod, what are you doing? Hello, Starlight. What are you doing? And your friends, Kimmy P, Alex V, uh, Polyester. I've come to the conclusion you're all as big a degenerates as she is. Why? If you were just this woman with nothing to lose out on the internet being disgusting, then okay, it is what it is. But you have little girls, Starlight. I don't know Alex B's children. I don't know if Polyester has children. I don't know about Kimmy P's situation. I don't know. I don't care. I don't even know if Ash 274 can excuse this, the observer. I don't even know if Ash 274 can defend this. Maybe. Some of the things that I heard said to you, Starlight, on that panel, taking you to the strip and banging you in a dumpster. How is that entertaining? And I don't ever want to hear how, hey, 50 Shades, how gross RDA is, okay? Because I can tell you, even in the days where I couldn't stand them, I didn't even know them, but I couldn't stand them. I didn't like the things they said. I have never once heard any one of those men ever speak about children. And I don't care what you say, hello, Starlight. You get up there and you give a little warning that I don't agree with what this guy says. I don't really agree with his thoughts, but it is fun. You are promoting him. You are promoting this man. See, Clary, you had a different relationship with Starlight, and you say you're not surprised. Okay, hey, Moonchild Pink, but I've never liked Starlight. And, some people think it's for petty reasons. Maybe, maybe it has been in the past. But I can tell you, this isn't petty. This is dangerous. And this is gross and it's sick. Hey, Domino Queen. And it's unacceptable. No, Carla Ray, ever have I heard RDA speak on children like that. So I don't want to ever hear how bad they are. When the same people sitting on panels saying how bad RDA is seems to be okay. And if you're not okay with it, then for the love of God, can you convince Starlight that it's not okay? And if you turn a blind eye, then you're just as fucking guilty as she is. If you care about Starlight and you care about her children, right now, pedos are welcome. What happened? I don't know if y'all remember a few years back when Brian and Rel were fighting. Okay, and it was getting pretty ugly. And Brian has a family, Rel has a family, and it's two grown men. And I would have never gotten involved except for they had families. So I picked up the phone and I called Brian and I called Rel. And I was like, come on, guys, this is getting out of control. Somebody's going to get hurt, because different than this, it was more, you know, I'm going to get you, I'm going to KILLU, whatever. And Brian kind of popped off and gave me a sassy response. Rel did not. Rel gave me a decent response. But I hear you, Steph. The outrage at Hello Starlight has cried on the platform just to toss it all aside so she can have fun. But Brian kind of gave me a shit response. And I told him, Brian, you are responsible for keeping your family safe. That's on you, Brian. And I feel the same way when it comes to this situation. The internet is forever. Hello, Starlight. You may say, my kids aren't on YouTube. My kids have parental blocks on, their devices, blah, 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 blah. Don't be so sure of yourself. Yeah, she doesn't get to act outrage ever again because, well, I've not seen such outrageous behavior on here as I'm seeing now. Do you ever question yourself, hello, Starlight? I mean, I'm the mother of an addict. My kid's 36 years old, and I can promise you, he's never heard me speak the way that you talked on that panel with that person yesterday. Again, call me a prude. I call myself human. But do you ever question your parenting, Yellow Starlight? I do. So it's not a bad thing. If you've never questioned your parenting, if you've never sat down and thought, could I have done that differently? Could I do something differently? Then maybe you're just not digging deep enough. But I am for sure right now questioning your parenting, not your children. This has nothing to do with your kids. This has to do with you and the fact that you are a mother of two little girls and you are encouraging somebody who thinks the way that man thinks. Right, Sarah. She has cried and cried about stuff that's happened to her because of YouTube and then associates with the people she associates with. I didn't think you could get any lower, Starlight. I really thought the Thorpes was as low as you could go. I thought you were scraping the bottom of the barrel with the Thorpes. But apparently you weren't done scraping the barrel because you have come up with some real sludge this time. Mothers are supposed to set an example for their children. And she'll come back and say, my kids aren't on YouTube. They don't watch me. Don't be so sure. Just the fact that you would encourage this man who thinks it's okay to have relations with a 14-year-old. Most people would want to find him and beat him down to the ground. But you think it's funny. You think it's entertaining, just like you did with the Thorpes. Because, incest is always entertaining. Not. I don't understand you, woman. I do not understand you at all. And I do not understand your degenerate friends that follow you around and cheer you on as you do this shit. Carla Ray, I could not face my child if he had ever witnessed any behavior like that out of me. I don't get it, guys. When I say I am flabbergasted, I am absolutely flabbergasted. And because I will not promote this person's channel, you will have to go back and do some searching. Watch Starlight. She'll lead you right to him. That's true. Not all of her friends did. It's always just that little handful that promotes her bad behavior. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I do not understand how somebody, a mother of two little girls, can find that person entertaining, can find this fun. What you do behind the scenes, who you talk to, that's on you. But you're putting you the whole world has access to this. Please don't think your children do, they don't, because they do. Don't underestimate them. I pray to God they never find this. Edgy and cool. Is that the words, Clary? They think they're edgy and cool. Well, let me tell you something. You're cheap and slutty. Try those two words on. And yes, I said it. Now you can go on your panel and you can call my mother a whore because you seem to think that's, you know, I got over it, Starlight. It bothered me for the longest time, but I got over it. Just like I did the hernia thing. By promoting this man. And like it or not, we're all in the same community. And I can tell you, we don't want him here. We don't want him here. No decent human being wants him here. Now, when he starts popping up in your friends' chats, when he starts popping up over at Randy and Wendy's and, you know, I can't think of anybody else. And Sour Girl, please, woman, you are the fakest bitch. You had a total come apart when RDA used the word spurg. And now you're sitting in a chat where a man uses autism as if it's some kind of insult. Fuck off, Sour Girl. Starlight, I gotta say, man, I can only imagine what being an ex friend, hey, Artria, being an ex friend of yours is like. Because they, hey, Sin, they must really sit back and question where their minds were when they were hanging with you. It has to run through their mind. What the hell was I thinking? And for those of you all that give a shit about Starlight and her family, try to reel her in. Because this is not good. Hey, Captain Obvious. This is not good. She's dragging in trash that we're not going to be able to get rid of. And he's not going to come to little channels like mine. He's going to start going to the ones with 7, 8, 10,000 subs. I agree, Steph. She obsessed so much that she painted herself into the hypocrite corner about a topic she claimed to really care about. Agreed, Sour Girl. But she doesn't get to cry foul anymore either. No, Sin. You're right. At this point in the ball game, I can't imagine anybody that supports Starlight being able to cry foul on anything. And I don't need 10 lives telling me, well, we can't tell her what to do. She's a grown woman. I know that. I know that her friends does not have control over her. I get it. Hey, Zero. I get that you don't have control over her. But as long as you all keep supporting her, she's going to keep doing this dumb shit. And at some point, the ones that do have a lick of brains, that do have a backbone, will ice her out of this community. Totally ice her out. I don't mean any little, well, we slapped her hands behind the scenes. I agree, Clary. I feel like that too. If every single one of them that that says on here they care about Starlight would get together and tell her to stop, she would, because she's not going to sacrifice all of those friends. I don't give a shit about you, Starlight. I really don't. But can you, for once, stop and think that your behavior could very well lead? You have kids, Starlight. Why do I have to remind you of this? Why aren't your friends reminding you of this? I mean, like I said, I was told, I didn't witness it, but that you got doxxed in that dude's chat. If you think he's funny and you think he's entertaining, just think about the other people out there that think he's funny and think he's entertaining. They might go to places you wouldn't be willing to go. I don't, like I said, I've very rarely does anything on here shock me, especially when it comes to Starlight. The Thorpes, I was kind of like, wow, because at the time she was supposed to be throwing me a link, but I couldn't have it until she got done. Hello, knitting. Until she got done dealing with the Thorpes. Hey, welcome, Carla Ray, to the channel that offers absolutely nothing. Thank you. But this is an all new low here. This is a place that I didn't even think even Starlight could go. But hey, I guess I gave her way too much credit. And that's coming from somebody that doesn't like you, Starlight. Imagine how people feel that do like you. Imagine that. Side eye, I don't think I would ever, even in my younger days, ever have to tell one of my girlfriends how disgusting and gross her public behavior is. And call me crazy. Call me crazy, call me old, call me miserable, call me whatever you want to call me. I don't give a damn. I know me, I know my life. I'm not putting my family at risk. But damn, I forgot what I was saying. Oh well. I think I've gotten my point across. I think you're a degenerate. Hello, Starlight. I think you enjoy deviant behavior. And to each their own. But when you put it out there in the public, it's going to be spoken about. Remember, it's YouTube. And people around here have no problem talking about whatever they want to talk about. So, yeah, I'm calling you out, Starlight. You're a degenerate and you hang with degenerates. And you need to stop and think about the people watching from the sidelines. And I don't mean people like me, people that can't stand your ass. I mean people that don't know you. I don't know, Sada, but I can tell you that it, there's a lot of people around here that do fucked up things, me included, or say fucked up things. I don't really do fucked up things because I don't go real life, but there's a lot of people on here. Okay, what does okay? I know you're making a jab at Manderlin, but what does Manderlin have to do with this Toe 33? I'll tell you what, if it meant abandoning my child, which that's not my opinion, that's yours, or putting them in the line of danger by entertaining a freaking creep like that, then I might walk away. I don't know if Steph and them can see her or not. Manda has nothing to do with this. This is not about Manda. It's not about Randy. It's not about Wendy. It's not about anybody but Starlight and her little core group. Yeah, another sick deviant on the internet. Checkmate noted. Still using still reusing accounts. Is that her? I don't know if it's her. Good. I hope it is her. I hope that is you, Starlight. And I hope you're sitting back right now, pounding your chest about what a proud mama you are. Proud mama, two little girls. You put that on the internet, not me. Because I go over and have fun and play around with the man who thinks it's okay to have relations with the little girl not much older than my own. That's entertaining. Yeah, okay. You gross bitch. And I'm ready for the live, Starlight. But she lives with her brother in a basement. Okay, well, I've explained we don't have a basement. You might want to say attic, even though that isn't true. But we do have an attic. I don't care. Say whatever you want to say. You make fun of me living with my brother when you live in a house that your daddy pays for. But hey, whatever. I just hope you're proud of your behavior, Starlight. Do you ever, yes, Ask G74 is the worst at whataboutisms. Do you ever go back and listen to yourself? Because there's been times I've gone back and listened to myself and thought, fuck, why'd I say that? Or what? Now, I've never been on a person's panel and entertained the kind of people that you do, but I've said things on here that I regret. Do you, Starlight? Do you ever regret anything you do on here? I don't know. That's just the big jab she'll throw at me. Kind of like the jab I throw at her about her daddy. I mean, fair is fair. I don't care that she says that. I do live with my brother. I don't have to. Is Duggar single? He's her type. Oh, God. I'm just blown away right now. I swear. I have seen clips. watch streams that I mean, I've literally just been like, oh my God, I can't even imagine as much as I dislike this little bitch. She has gone than lower than any troll accounts. Just I don't think you can get any lower, Starlight. Well, I'm not in a basement. Actually, right now I'm out on the back porch smoking a cigarette. I'm smoking a Marlboro Red, Starlight. Clip that, bitch. Actually, it's not a Marlboro Red, but and I shouldn't be smoking because I've been sick and I have COPD, and there's been very bad uh, air alerts around here the last few days. I know you do, D Rod. And I do. I tease her about her dad, but I don't care. I mean, if that's their life, that's their life. I don't care. I really don't. It's just a jab. And she calls my mom a whore, which is deceased. And I don't think you should talk about deceased people like that. But what you've done this round, I don't know that you'll ever live it down, Starlight. But if this is the reputation that you want on the internet, then you're going to get your wish. Yeah, I don't think that smoke made it to Indiana, Jennifer, but God bless those who are. God bless Canada and everybody that's happened to deal with that. Yes, Lolo. I remember when Molly had that weirdo on that claimed to be locked up with Chris Watts. And I went over there because I wanted to ask some questions. And it turns out that he likes sticking weird objects in his manhood. So I immediately left and chalked it up to, okay, that was weird. But then we all got called pedo supporters if you were in there. One win. Yeah, your mama is a whore is nothing compared to your mama is a piss mop. Exactly. But hey, chuckle, chuckle. You're a piss mop. I want to bang you in a dumpster in the alleys of Las Vegas. Chuckle, chuckle. That's so cute. Please talk to me, talk dirty to me some more. What? Yeah. I got called out because I was over at Molly's because I was curious. I wanted to talk to somebody that was locked up with Chris Watts. I had questions. Turns out he blurts out some disgusting shit about sticking objects in his manhood. And I was like, gotta go. And then we got called pedo supporters. I do believe Mallory even said something about making t shirts. I will only refer to her as Piss Mop going forward. I can't. I just can't. This world is so gross and disgusting. Yes, Beth, that's what prompted that. But this world is so gross and disgusting, all on its own. Why participate in it? Why promote it? Why have that man anywhere near you? I don't get it. So the fact that from the very first time I heard you speak, hello, Starlight, I knew you were creepy. You've only proven my point over time, time and time and time again. And if you had real friends, people that really care about you, you would be in a very, very, very long voice call where I, if I were your friend, would have to tell you, I'm sorry, but I can't support this anymore. I can't support this behavior. I know that's what I would do. But then again, I don't hang out with the likes of you because I had you pegged from the first time you opened your mouth on this platform or that I heard you open your mouth. Read the above message for the outrage and sympathy when all goes bad. True, Captain Obvious. So let me just say, Starlight, I have to tell you that even you shocked me. If that was your goal, that this actually shocked me because I don't know you behind the scenes, but I do know your public persona, and it's disgusting. And you cannot ever call out anybody for being nasty. So that little clip you have with Sherelle calling Amber nasty, get rid of it because it applies to you. You're nasty, Starlight. You're nasty. Because even though I found Amber to be totally disgusting, I, I find you to be just a step below. No, Archery. That's what the man that Starlight is now entertaining called her is a piss mop. So please go look up in the Urban Dictionary what a piss mop is. I'm not going to say it. I'm trying really hard not to have regrets on this platform, or very few, and I've already got a couple. So, but if a man calling you a piss mop is whispering sweet nothings in your ear, then Starlight, I don't think you've ever been with a real man. I don't think you've ever been with a real man if you think a man calling you a piss mop is cute. And I don't know your ex, just what you said about him on the panel last night. But makes me wonder if you've really ever been in an adult relationship. If you've ever even reached mentally past the age of 15. Because you obviously don't have a problem with this man talking to 15-year-olds on streams. You think it's funny. You think it's interesting. Whatever word you want to use. I think serial killers are interesting, but I don't want to have them whisper sweet nothings in my ear. Something like that, Clary. Right. Where's your self respect, Starlight? Where is that? You're just gross, man. You don't have to answer any of my questions, Starlight. You really don't. But for the love of all that is holy, please think about being a mother. Me too, Clary. I'd talk to a serial killer before I breathe the same air as a pedo. Me too. But now pedos are fun. They're entertaining. They're fun to hang out with, according to Starlight. I can't legitimately say the man's a pedo. I don't know that he's ever done any kind of underage behavior, uh, participated in any of it, but he sure does want to, really bad. And that's enough for me. I don't need to see it. I don't need it slapped in my face to draw my conclusions. Oh, she'll find a way to defend it. That's why she talked about him on her panel, to give her an excuse to go over to his chat and get on his panel. Because when they announced he was going live, her and some of her buddies were like, oh, let's go over there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go support a man like that. Let's go show this man some support. And don't say you were trolling him, Starlight. There was nothing trolling about what you were doing and saying up on that panel. Starlight is a sick, bored bitch, period. And go on a real life date, Starlight. Imagine what that could be like. Wow. Well, she told this guy she had used dating sites. Why did you stop? And by the way, Starlight, unless you've lost weight since your run over the candle trick, you lied. You ain't no buck 25 or buck 30. I'm just saying. But that's okay. You can lie about your weight. Women lie about their weight all the time. It's okay. No big deal. The people that know you, have seen you, are sitting back laughing at you. The people that haven't seen you, they don't know any different. Me neither, Sada. But again, Starlight, I'm not your mother, because if I were, I wouldn't pay your cable bill. I wouldn't pay your internet bill. So you continue to do whatever it is that floats your boat, and you continue to hang with these sludge, pond scum, Yeah, I'll take dirty old sock over piss mop any day. Any day. But you keep entertaining these people, and they're going to find their way into our community. And yes, we are all part of the same community, whether we like each other or not. Hashtag not a piss mop. I hear you, side eye. And I'm most certainly not going to sit there and entertain a man who called me one. I'm not going to sit there and entertain a man who thinks having relations with underage children should be acceptable in this country. Well, grossly old Uncle Barry, do me a favor and find your way out. Okay? Because Starlight is not the majority in this community. Yeah, he was over on Starlight's panel yesterday. He was the one making fun of autistic people. What do you mean no? Stuff says how there are grossly great videos. By the way, you've done a good job exposing the creeps. Oh, is that what grossly does? Expose the creeps? Because if that's what you do, welcome. I know, speak truth with love. I know. That is exactly. Will people stop normalizing degenerate behavior? Yes, her next tag will be piss mops are people too. Something ridiculously childish and stupid. Mr. Grossly, if you are a part of that crowd, then I ask that you politely remove yourself from my chat. Steph says you're a nice guy, or at least you've done an excellent job exposing them for what they are. And if that's what you do, Mr. Grossly, then welcome. Expose away. Add Starlight to your list. That's okay. It was funny that he said no when I said, see your way out. No. Got to give him credit. He told me. Have you hugged your piss mop today? Hug your little girls. Hug your little boys. The world's a crazy, crazy, messed up place, and you don't have to participate in it. As a matter of fact, distancing yourself from it would probably be better when it comes to guarding your children. But hey, what do I know? Like I said, if you're a parent and you've never questioned your parenting, right side eye. I don't have a problem with craziness between friends, Mr. Grossley or Mr. Barry, or I don't have a problem with it at all. But if that man is your friend, and you know who I'm referring to, if that's your idea of a friend, then we're not like you. So if you are exposing them, good for you. If you're participating, well, I have the same feelings as I do about Starlight for you. But you know what? You're a man, and what grown men do amongst grown men and talk about amongst grown men. But when women with children start participating in the disgusting behavior, then it's time to do a little shout out. That's what we do here. And don't worry, she'll go live about me. Not that I care, because you know what she can't say about me? That I've ever entertained anyone as nasty as she does. That's what she can't say about me. Ever. In the history of all, what did she say? In the history of all history. Whatever she said. Hey, Janie. So I'm going to wrap this up. I got things to do. I'm just now starting to feel better. Don't really want to waste a lot of breath on the community degenerate. I don't blame you, side eye. She was proud of it. She was proud of it. Why not ride it till the wheels fall off? She didn't have any problem with it. Jenny, there's probably a couple lives you need to watch, but yeah, go back and re-listen. But either way, I'm off here. Starlight, piss mop. Since you don't have a problem with a man saying it to you, shouldn't have a problem with me saying it to you. You're a degenerate. You're disgusting. Just as I've always known. Just wondering how long it's going to take for your decent friends that haven't already left you to figure it out. In the meantime, y'all have a great day. Hope your weather is beautiful. And I will see you guys around the tubes. Starlight, you're a mother. Start acting like one. Bye, guys.